So at first glance of the JPX921 line, you're not going to see huge changes from the 919. We still have the 4 models. They still are designed for very specific players. But really, when you dive into each one, you'll see each one got significantly better. The JPX921 Tour got a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more workable, a little bit more compact. The look at a dress slightly refined to be very smooth and speak to that better player. The Forged, even though the look is very similar, it did get smaller, it got thinner, it got sleeker, but at the same time it got faster. Looking at the Hot Metal and the Hot Metal Pro, we actually separated those a little bit more than we had in the past, meaning that you're getting the great ball speed out of each of them, but when you look at the Hot Metal and the Hot Metal Pro got a little bit less offset, the Hot Metal got to touch more. So what you're able to do is you're able to get more separation between these. What that allows the player to do is pick the proper one if they're wanting extreme launch and extreme distance, or even combine the two to make sure you have a great combo set that flows between them. When you're looking to combo a set of the JPXs, you really need to decide which family you're living in. Are you living in the Forged family or are you living in the Hot Metal family? The Hot Metal and the Hot Metal Pro are very easy to combo. They're very similar specs in terms of loft, lie, length. The biggest difference is just the head length and the offset. On the Forged and the Tour, yes, there's loft gaps between them, but they're easy to combo where you can strengthen the Tour or weaken the Forged. So if I were you trying to combine these, you got to pick which side of the family you're working on. Are you working on the distant side on the Hot Metal, or are you working on the Forged feel side between the Forged and the Tour? It's always difficult to put an exact handicap target range on each one of these models because so many players are looking for so many different things. Typically, you'd see the Forged go to a lower handicap, then the Hot Metal go to the higher handicap. However, modern players are so different in terms of what they're looking for. To me, I'd say you talk to your fitter about what are you trying to improve. If it's distance, you look in the Hot Metal range. If it's feel and distance, you're looking in that Forged range. I would love for a player who has a preconceived notion of what the 919 line did. Say I was a JPX 919 Hot Metal Pro player. Go into a fitting with the 921s open-minded and see where you land. You actually might surprise yourself because of the new performance benefit to the Forged, or even the sleek look of the Hot Metal. It's now almost like you need to readjust where you live within the JPX line because each club became so specific.